Yo, welcome back to Herbistry420. I'm your host, 40. So today we're doing a review of Pussy-Flavored potato chips. I mean, I don't think this is on everybody's wish list, right? But I saw some other guys do a review of this and I thought it was funny and I thought, hey, why don't we do it for the channel, right? It comes in this nifty box. It doesn't matter how many you buy. The company is from Lithuania and yeah, they ship it to you. Shipping here to Europe was 20 euros. The chips only cost 10. So I ordered 4 bags of them and I thought, you know what, if this goes well, then I'll take some of them out and I'll do like in public. I'll get people to try it, tell me what they think, and yeah. Anyway, before we start, right? So anyway, let me open it and I'll show you. So you open up the box, right? After you open it up, it's got like a nice little card here. Do you know, whatever. Millennials are having 3 times less sex than their parents. Guys, get the excuse my language. Anyway, so we're gonna move the card over. Look at this fancy like gift wrapped, right? And then I suppose for a 10 euro bag, right? Because it's in euros, a 10 euro bag of potato chips. Have you ever spent 10 euros on potato chips? And true to form, right? I think it's like half full of potato chips, like any potato chip bag would be, right? So this is, I mean, each chip is expensive, 50 cents, I don't know. Anyways, on the front, it says it is pussy flavored, right? Let's put this down and just talk about this, right? So for those of you who have not gone down on a woman, right? Because obviously you could be a girl or a guy and you could have done that. The reality is they don't all taste the same. Where did they sample this from, right? Is it like a girl who just freshly got out the shower? Or is it a girl who's had a rough day, sweating, sitting at work all day, hot and humid office, running errands, farting all day? It's just, I mean, maybe I went from one end of the extreme to the other, right? But what is their sample, right? Because obviously, or is every chip taste like a different one? I got so many questions, right? And then I mean, this has to be like a gag gift. I don't think guys order this shit, light some candles, you know, put on some porn and start popping chips while they're watching porn, right? I mean, who buys this, right? Other than to do a review or as a gag gift, right? Maybe you buy it, you send it to your friend, they laugh, haha. I don't know, right? It's funny because I tried to get other people to be in the video with me and everyone's like, I don't want to eat pussy-flavored potato chips, right? Why do I? I mean, it's probably going to be, I mean, it could be amazing, it could be horrible. I mean, the chick, it looks like she's just rubbing herself on some potato chips. I mean, if they taste like potato chips that just, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hesitate to even think, like, anyways, is it going to be like a fishy flavor? Is it going to be kind of like a sweaty flavor? Is it going to be, I mean, because, you know, a girl straight out the shower, there's no real, like, heavy taste to that. So is there no taste, right? Anyways, without further ado, let's try one, right? I know what you guys are thinking. You would do absolutely anything for this channel, and you're right. And some of you are thinking, oh, you're a sick bag. I mean, okay, so I wasn't, you know, I probably should have been prepared for that, right? I opened the bag and there was this weird smell. And now when I go in, it smells kind of like, I mean, it doesn't smell like pussy, that's for sure. It smells like potato chips. It also smells like salt and vinegar. And then some other thing, which I can't figure out what that other smell is, but there's another smell mixed with salt and vinegar, mixed with like a potato chip smell, I don't know. And whatever that is. It's not offensive. It's not something that you'd want to smell. Like I wouldn't be in my rough day, be like, wait a second. I don't think you do that. I mean, the smell is not offensive, but it's not nice. So, okay. I mean, the chips look legit. Let's take a few out, right? I mean, right? Regular potato chips. And by themselves, they smell like salt and vinegar. I don't know, right? What? It's like, all right, where do I start, right? First of all, it's definitely a gag gift, huh? You wouldn't order this shit because you're like, I'm feeding these things and just eating them all day long or whatever. Or with your meal, nice fat juicy burger and pussy chips. I don't think you'd do it. I mean, I think you'd order this for a friend and you send it to them and they'd be like, haha, probably doesn't taste like anything. And then they'll eat it. And it's funny because what does it taste like, right? I don't know how to describe this actually. The reason I laughed, the reason I was like, what the, because it takes you on a journey. The first taste is not the end taste, right? So the first thing that hits you, let's do this again, and I'll walk you through, or at least I'll try to, right? You taste salt and vinegar maybe in the beginning. Once that dissipates, and you don't notice that anymore, this other taste comes. I don't know if that's the smell that I smell when I said the other smell, like salt, vinegar, and I mean, I'd call it pussy smell. It's not though, right? But whatever smell that is, okay, it's also, there's that taste. Now, is that taste pussy? It's not, but it is a little bit, right? Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like as you're eating it, and maybe it's suggestive, right? You know, I don't know if you saw that movie with Jim Carrey, 23. In the movie, he starts seeing the numbers 2 and 3 everywhere. And I think that the idea behind that is if you look or you're searching for something, you're gonna see it a lot. Like if you've ever bought in a car and you never saw that particular car on the road and then all of a sudden you bought it and you see it all the time. It's like a suggestive thing. I don't know, I don't think it's just that. I do think there's some kind of flavor that will remind you. Now I'm curious, what if somebody tried this and they'd never tasted what pussy tastes like? Obviously, they wouldn't know how to describe it, and I think that would be even better to hear the way that they explain this, right? I don't know. One more, huh? Because maybe I got the wrong, I don't know. I don't know if it's like, it's funny because I swear to God, each of the chips, not exactly are super different, but they're a little different. This one tasted a little fishy. I mean, it's crazy to say that, but, and when I say that, I'm not talking about a fish that's been left in the sun for 3 days or something like that. I'm talking about when you open a can of tuna and you just get like a, like not like the, but like a whiff from a distance, you smell like a little something, right? Like a little, hey, little tuna, right? Maybe it's not tuna, I don't know, but there's this weird taste, this weird smell. And it's funny, like I said, it takes you like on a journey. Who did they sample this from? I wonder. And then how do you sample this? You know, you take a cotton swab, you like, and you're like, go under a microscope, you look at the different properties. I don't know, is that how it works? I don't know how you would like reverse engineer, or were these fools just fucking around in the kitchen making something? He's like, you know, you make something, and someone's like, that tastes like shit. Someone's like, oh, that tastes like pussy. And he's like, let's make chips out of it, right? What? I mean, I'm so confused. For sure they sell these stupid things, right? And expensive. 10 euros for this bag. And I show you inside, it is not full, and if I fold this to where the chips are, just to see how much wasted bag, I only had 3 chips, so it's like 40% air, right, at least. And again, I really, like the first smell is really, like you go and you get salt and vinegar chips, like from one of the other brands of chips, and you taste that salt and vinegar, it smells like salt and vinegar. You have that initially with this, but then you have this, I don't know, it's not tuna. I mean, some of them have like a slight taste of, I mean, I'm at a loss for words, huh? It says 18 plus, but I think this is the design to sell more of these bags, right? On the back, what does it say? I should get my glasses, right? Actually, in lots of different languages. Let's see, does it? packed using a protective gas. These may be traces of celery, soy, milk, and their products. Store in a dry place at room temperature, away from direct sunlight and extraneous odors. Once open, keep in a closed container and use within 3 days. This has to be eaten in 3 days. That means, you know what? A couple of my friends who are watching this video, I'm sure, I'm going to be bringing you this open bag so you could try it because we got 3 days. I mean, you can't recommend this, right? It's not. And let me start by saying, I mean, I enjoy eating pussy, huh? But this is not pussy. Is it enjoyable? For sure, no. Is it offensive? Also, I don't think so. It's like eating something you could do with or do without, but I'd err more on the side of do without. Like, I could easily not ever eat this ever again in my life. But if I was hungry and I'm dying of starvation in the desert or not, or I'm super high and there's nothing else to eat in the house. I mean, who knows? Maybe later tonight, after I take an edible or two, maybe I'm hungry, but there's other things to eat in the house I think I would pick over this, even knowing that they go bad in 3 days, right? But again, there's definitely that novelty-ness to it. Does it taste exactly like what it's supposed to taste like? I don't think so. Not for sure, no. And again, how did you decide who to sample your flavors, right? Who were they coming from, right? Was it a woman in her 20s? Was it a woman in her 30s? A woman in her 60s? We don't know, right? Can you imagine these guys in the back in a laboratory? He's got all these girls lined up. He's like, okay. He's like, oh. I don't know exactly their technique, to design these chips or what they did, but anyways, guys, buy this for your friends as a gift, as a prank, right? Or don't. To be honest, this is mostly a novelty. It's just like the bag looks cool, the design is cool, they taste like kettle chips, so they are kettle chips, whatever, and so that's nice. But yeah, I wonder, like when you get to the bottom of the bag, does it taste like shed, right? Like you reach the other side. I got jokes, yeah. Anyway, I've been meaning to do this review for a while, but I don't know why I haven't. Anyway, I do have another review, and I was going to do that tonight, but yeah, I'm trying to come up with some cool idea for this review. My buddies over at Dynavap sent me some Vapmans, right? No, these are Vap caps. So many words, so many things. Anyways, these are super cool. They're basically handheld vaporizers, manual. You take this off, you put your ganja in here, you close this, right? You heat it up until this thing clicks, you hit it, bada bing, bada boom. Downside is the bowl's a bit small, but wait for the review. They're pretty cool. I will explain it in the review. We talk about it, show some tips, tricks, things I found out as I've been using it. I have two. This one actually hasn't been used. The other one's gotten quite a bit of use. Anyways, guys, gals, and everybody else, right? I'm all inclusive, everybody, right? Dogs, aliens, Martians. Watch the channel, baby. I hope you like this video. I don't know if you should buy the chips, but guys, stay high, stay blazed. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. You know the deal, baby. Till next time.